All right, everybody. We'll do blessing the speech this morning, so I will share that text with you. Where's it gone? While I was here. There it is. Okay. So let's just start by settling into a nice, comfortable position, whether you're seated or lying. Have your feet about a hip's width apart. So really feel the sensation of your feet in the floor. The toe pads, big toe mound, little toe mound, and the heel, the weight of the foot in the floor. And then feel the sensation of your legs in the chair, whether it's the backs of your legs or your legs kind of folded and crossed underneath. Feel the weight of your sits bones and your pelvis in the chair. So just allowing the weight to release into the surface that you're on. You'll feel your hands in your lap. And align your shoulders with your hips and your ears with your shoulders as best you can. We want to try and keep our body aligned. And in whatever form you're doing, whether it be meditation or Tai Chi or Qigong or yoga or dance, even when the body is aligned, it works better. Breath, and the flow of energy, but also the flow of the blood. More blood, more oxygen going to the brain. And it sounds so simple. But it's more important to think about as we get older, particularly, not just for sitting, meditating, but even just walking around, trying to keep your body aligned. So go to the crown of the head and just, release any tension there. And now you have this, imagine this beautiful long spine. And it has its own natural curves, of course, but it's aligned. So now relax your scalp and your forehead and the eyes, the nose, and your cheeks and your mouth. See if you can relax your tongue and the back of the tongue and your jaw and your ears and inner ear, your temples and the back of the head. And allow your shoulders and shoulder blades to drop down. Relax the throat and the chest and the belly and all of your limbs. And be aware of the sensations of the breath as you inhale and exhale. So you may feel these, slight sensations around the outside of the nose, the nostrils, the tip of the nose, the base of the nose. Inside. And the air that you breathe in is just very slightly, it's cooler than the air that you exhale. So you're noticing sensation, you're noticing temperature. And then move down to the chest cavity and you will notice this. You've got lungs, you've got your heart, the ribs, the diaphragm. It's all working. And as you inhale, the diaphragm drops, making room as the lungs expand and the ribs expand. So we're really designed to breathe in a 360-degree direction. But we definitely just tend to breathe in the chest, but you'll get a little bit healthier if you can breathe 360 degrees. Imagine you're breathing into the back body. And then as you exhale, everything rises up again. The diaphragm rises up. The lungs constrict, can come back in, deflate however you want. You might notice a rising and the falling of the belly, but when we're meditating, we need an object of meditation, and really the way to settle in, I feel the easiest way is to start with the breath. It's with us all the time. We don't have to generate an image of the breath. It's here. And so you can kind of anchor your mind onto your breath, either at the base of the nose or around the nostrils, the chest cavity, or in the belly. So we also need to deal with distractions. So, potential sound, current sound, potential disruptions. Knowing that they might be there, just allow all the sound to be there. The sudden noises, someone moving about in your home, vibration of someone walking around, the traffic going by. And then just check in with your mind this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are. Just allowing the thoughts to arise and to abide. And, however you are turning up this morning, that's just where you're at right now. So that is fine. And just try not to judge the thoughts that are arising in your mind, having opinions about them, or even the experience you're having right now. Just allow it all to be. And put yourself on the bank of your river. Check the speed of the water. Is your river flowing smoothly? Is it clear water? So whatever is going on in your river, while you're sitting on the bank, you're free from the river. So just observe. Then bring to mind the the people of your life, your loved ones, strangers, all those folks we run into, just going about our daily activities outside of our home. We pass them by and we don't care about them that much. Not in the same way we care about our loved ones. And then we have these people that we don't like very much. I think we think as Buddhists we're supposed to love everyone. The reality is we don't really. We don't love everyone equally. And due to impermanence, these relationships are interchangeable. And they're all, however, equal. Just the same as you and me, and they want to be happy, they don't want to suffer, and they all have this extraordinary capacity for a Buddha mind. So we'll do this blessing, the speech, all these people of our life, and by all sentient beings, and of course for ourselves as we're moving along our spiritual path. So we start by taking refuge. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I clarify myself as the deity. On my tongue, the syllable ah transforms into a moon. On top of it appears a white syllable om. Okay, I'm going to go back a bit because not everybody can arise as a deity. So, rewind. So imagine above the crown of your head is this sphere of white light. Radiant, brilliant. And this sphere of light contains all the goodness, all the enlightened energy of all the beings, holy beings in all the universes. And it's a little bit smaller than the size of your head and maybe an inch or two above. So you may not necessarily be able to see this sphere of light with your mind's eye, but it's just enough to know it's there. And this light begins to reduce in size till it becomes about an inch in diameter. So it's just getting smaller. But it hasn't lost any of its power. It's just shrinking in size. And then it sort of dissolves into you through the crown of your head, melts into you. And then passes your third eye chakra, passes your throat chakra, and settles in at your heart. And from there, it begins to expand once again, this light. And as it does, all the solid parts of your body begin to dissolve. The brain, your lungs, all of your organs. We take all these organs for granted, but when you start to list them, kidney, spleen, pancreas, gallbladder, it's like amazing it all works in there. So imagine that all these beautiful organs of ours dissolving into light. And then your intestines, your reproductive system, your elimination system, all dissolving into light. And then think of the bones. Imagine your bones dissolving into light. And then all of that interconnective tissue and the ligaments and the tendons and the muscles and the fascia. Imagine that all becoming light. And the bones include your skull and your teeth. So your skeleton basically becomes light. And then, your bone marrow becomes light. The cerebral spinal fluid and all the veins in the body become light. So you're kind of lighting up from the inside. And then your blood becomes light and the plasma. And then all of your skin, your hair, even the little hairs in your ears and nose. The hair on your body all becomes light. So while we're doing this meditation, should a distracting thought or sound come to your consciousness, you just dissolve it into light. So now imagine on your tongue a syllable R. And this syllable R transforms into a moon. And on top of the moon is a white syllable Om, encircled by white Sanskrit vowels, standing clockwise. And then the red Sanskrit consonants standing counterclockwise. And the blue heart mantra of dependent relation standing clockwise. So now light beams radiate out from the syllable Om and the mantra garland, hooking back the blessings and power of the speech of those beyond and not beyond the world in the form of 3 mantras, 7 sublime precious objects of a king's reign, the 8 auspicious signs, and the 8 auspicious substances. So all the blessings and power of speech are hooked back in the form of all these precious things. And they fill the whole sky. And they absorb into the moon disk on your tongue like rain falling on the ocean. So now we'll see if you can, as we're reciting this, see if you can concentrate on the visualization. So you imagine white nectar beams flowing down from the mantra and filling your whole body. And all negative karmas collected with your body from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. Om, A, E, I, U, Ri, Ri, Li, Li, E, U, Ang, A, Swaha. Om, A, E, I, U, Ri, Ri, Li, Li, E, U, Ang, A, Swaha. Om, A, I, U, Ri, Ri, Li, Li, U, Ang, A, Swaha. And then the consonants, the red nectar beams flow down from the mantra and fill your whole body. And all negative karmas collected with your speech from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. So this red is like beautiful crimson red, like a sunset. Om ka 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 nya, sa 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 gya na, ta 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 na, ta 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 na, pa 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 ma, yara la wa sha ka sa ha kya swaha. Om kakakakanya, tsatsatsagya-na, ta-ta-ta-ta-na, ta-ta-ta-ta-na, pa-pa-ba-ba-ma, yaralava shaka sa hakya swaha. Om kakakakanya, Om kakakakanya, tsatsatsagya-na, ta-ta-ta-ta-na, ta-ta-ta-ta-na, pa-pa-ba-ba-ma, yaralava shaka sa hakya swaha. And then the heart mantra, dependent relation. And as you recite this mantra, blue nectar beams flow down from the mantra and fill your whole body. And all negative karmas collected with your mind from beginningless rebirth are completely purified. Om ye dhamma hetu pabhawa hetun tekan tatagato hayavada tekan sayo nirada evam vadi maha shramanaye svaha. Om ye dhamma hetu pabhawa hetun tekan tatagato hayavada tekan sayo nirada evam vadi maha shramanaye svaha. Om ye dhamma hetu pabhawa hetun tekan tatagato hayavada tekan sayo nirada evam vadi maha shramanaye svaha. So now imagine the heart mantra of dependent relation, the blue ones on the outside, dissolve into the consonants, the red ones, and then the consonants into the vowels, the white ones, and the vowels into the syllable om, and the om into the moon cushion. And that transforms into a syllable ah. And the ah melts into pink nectar and absorbs into my tongue, which becomes the nature of a vajra. So your tongue becomes heavy and strong, as if it's difficult to move, and as indestructible as a vajra. And really generate very strong faith that all the blessings and power of the speech of all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Arahats, yogis, and sages have entered your speech and made it perfect. And think, my speech has become perfect. So this is a big part of our practice, is to act. It's not acting as if kind of like it's fake, but we have to have belief in ourselves. We have to believe ourselves. Sometimes I think we just get so down on ourselves. It's like, oh, that's not possible for me. But it's not true. It is possible for you. We just have a bunch of habits that we need to sort of get on top of. And slowly, slowly. The benefit of blessing the speech are, one, the power of your speech becomes perfect. And whatever you recite is multiplied 10 million times. And the power of your speech is not taken away by eating wrong food. So that is particularly in relation to, those days where we take, the special days where you take precepts. And one of the precepts is not eating certain kinds of foods. And gossiping becomes a recitation of mantra. I really like that one. May my tongue sense base have all the courage of the ones gone to bliss by the magnificence and power of my words. May all sentient beings be subdued. May all the meanings of whatever words I say be accomplished. I think we used to say instantly, but anyway, let's just do some mantra. Thank you, John. John has to go to work. All right. Okay. If you have a mala, we can bless our mala now. So we recite this mantra 7 times, then we blow, and all the recitations we do of the secret mantras taught by the Tathagata are multiplied 100 sextillion times. That's a lot of times, 10 to the 23rd. This is taught in the unfathomable mansion of increasing jewels. Om Rachira Mani Pravartaya Hum. 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 And then mantra to increase virtue. So any virtuous activity we do when we recite this mantra is multiplied by 100,000. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Manasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Manaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Manasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Manaskara Mahajava Hum. And then the exalted stainless beam, totally pure light mantra. Nama Nawa Nawa Tinan Tatagata Ganganam Diva Lukanan Koti Niu Dushata Sashranan Om Babari Tsari Ni Sorry Mari Gala Salawari Svaha. Nama Nawa Nawa Tinan Tatagata Ganganam Diva Lukanan Koti Niu Dushata Sashranan Om Babari Tsari Ni Sorry Mari Gala Salawari Svaha. Nama Nawa Nawa Tinan Tatagata Ganganam Diva Lukanan Koti Niu Dushata Sashranan Om Babari Tsari Ni Tsari Mari Gala Salawari Svaha. So this mantra is about protection, about purification, about not being harmed. So it's a pretty nice one. You can read in the pink there. Shanrazi will look after you. All the devas and those who are living in Samaya will support you. You won't be harmed by black magic mantras, rituals, and substances. I think there's a lightning one there as well. Anyway. Mantra of great wisdom, Bimala Ushnisha. Om Shri Yade Savatata Shridaya Garbe Zola Dhamma Datu Garbe Sangharana Ayu Sang Shadhaya Papam Savatata Gata Samendra Ushnika Bimali Bishadi Svaha. Om Shri Yade Savatata Gata Shridaya Garbe Zola Dhamma Datu Garbe Sangharana Ayu Sang Shadhaya Papam Savatata Gata Samendra Ushnika Bimali Bishadi Svaha. Om Shri Yade Sava Tatagata Shridaya Gaber Zola Dhamma Datu Gabe Sangharana Ayu Sangshadhaya Papam Sava Tatagata Samendra Ushnika Bimale Bishade Soha. So two major benefits. Purifies heavy negative karmas without break of anyone who hears it. The second is it's a very powerful mantra for consecration. So you can, as I keep saying, you can, if there's no lamas around, there's less and less lamas around these days, you can, who would maybe be qualified to consecrate holy objects or things, you can do it yourself. Meanwhile, okay, so this one. So this one down here, Om Dar Tata Om Dar Dar Badari Soha, this is a good one to recite before you recite prayers or sutras or whatever, if you're doing that. It's good to remember this one. But it's included in this holy name mantra that fulfills wishes. And we may not have time to do 21, so I'll just do as many as I can. Dejin Sheba Zazin Galpala Cheksalo Tata Om Dar Dar Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Galpala Cheksalo Tata Om Dar Dar Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Galpala Cheksalo Tata Om Dar Dar Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Galpala Cheksalo Tata Om Dar Dar Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Galpala Cheksalo Tata Om Dar Dar Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Galpala Cheksalo Tata Om Dar Dar Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gyalpala Chaksalo Tata Om Dar Dar Anibandi Soha. So that's just 7 for this morning. And then blessing the feet. Om Kracharagana Hum 3 Soha. 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 So blow on your feet. And if you remember, blow on the wheels of your car before you ride out today, or if you have a bicycle, or if you have a skateboard or whatever, you can just blow on the little wheels. All right, everyone. Lots of love. And if you surf, maybe you could blow on the bottom of your surfboard. I don't know. All right, everyone, lots of love. I will see some of you this evening. Thank you so much for hosting, Mary. So nice of you all to come along, practice together, and I will see you soon. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thanks, everyone.